well, this should be interesting. Just had a phone call to say Mark's popped a hose or something, so I'm going back to get him, but I don't know where I am. So I'm doing pretty much a big loop to try and get back on the dual carriageway the other way. Now, what kind of sexual favours can I get for this breakdown?
Depends on how much you want.
Go on then, what have you done to her? You managed to get 3 hours, 4 hours, and now you've done something?
I think that pipe's split. I think that's too tight.
That's just pushing it around, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a look what I've got. So it's looking like, although we can't see it, I think this Jubilee clip's a little bit tight maybe, or this rubber's perished a little bit, because what he said has happened is the water's come up, hit the viscous fan, and there's only a tiny bit down here, so it's not a lot. And also, as well as that, that's ever since he's had it, that's never been great. So he's going to tighten that up, and we're going to try and just limp it off at dual carriageway, because literally our junction is where that sign is. We're going to get off there. Once we're off that, absolute worst case, I'll bang this in low box, stick a rope on the back, and we'll tow him the last 2 or 3 miles.
All that distance, and she let me down.
Literally, you've driven like nearly 4 hours.
I'm on the doorstep.
You're within 2 miles.
I'm less than that. I think it's less than that. As soon as I come over the brow rail, it's like poof, no power, like that.
See, I'm the other way. Mine hates motorways unless I'm sat at 70, which drinks fuel. As soon as I get onto like dual carriageways and back roads, the auto box loves it. So yeah, it's keeping it interesting. I actually started doing useful stuff in the Land Rover. Welcome to Rich's Mobile Breakdown Workshop.
Seeing you were giving me crap about it, now you've got something to film.
Right, what do you want? A 13?
I think it's a 13, yeah.
13. What do you want? A socket? And do you know what else I might just have? You're going to like this. You know I'm into first aid kits? I've actually got a Land Rover first aid kit.
A Land Rover one?
Yeah. I know it needs to be a lot bigger for a Land Rover, because we haven't all got money to buy Toyotas. And we're not jihadis. Look at this bad boy. So, what pipes do you need?
It probably is one of them, you know.
Oh, it is. It's almost like we've got the same engine. And then look.
So it's like a Land Rover first aid kit, isn't it?
Look. We've even got Timken wheel bearings and everything.
They're good bearings, they are.
We've got metal weld, everything. Do I do a Jubilee clip or? I've got my uses, you know. This is the stuff as well. Get some of this. If you split your hose or something like that.
Which I think that's what I've done.
Yeah, so what you do is you'd wrap that round and it sticks to itself, and then that'll form a new skin for your pipe. Just to be doubly sure, you could then put a Jubilee clip over either side of it just to reinforce the wall of it. It might be just get your home job. So I always carry a few of them. I've got the metal welds, I've got 2 or 3 different pipes, I carry orthodox pipes, you name it, because at the end of the day, it's a 30-odd-year-old vehicle. Yes, I replace some of these pipes, but we do stupid things with it. So, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Don't you, Mark?
Yeah. I've won a stupid prize today.
Feeling hot. Yeah. Do you want me to undo it a touch, or you? See, my exhaust had never come off, and luckily my old hard drive doesn't work, so I can't get the B-roll of me actually doing this in the middle of Wales.
Did you got a Florida?
Never happened.
Yeah, it did. I remember pushing it back on.
Right, mate. There you go. Oh dear. It's got a nasty knock to it, like, don't know, it's got a bit of white smoke and stuff. I don't know whether he's lost a cylinder or something or what, but we'll see if we can limp it the last mile or 2, and then we can arrange a collection to get him home. It's getting late now. It's not too dark yet, but once you're in the woods it is quite thick, so it is dark in here. Just giving you a quick look round, can't see much. Just getting a few bits of tea out of there. Mark's parked over there, cabins over there, a few other vehicles and stuff. But pretty much I'm going to call it a night now, because I'm going to go have my tea, let my hair down and stuff, and crash out, because I'm due a good night's sleep. So I'll bring you back in the morning. So yeah, that'll be then.
Good morning. So I got up about 6 and it was storming. Muskie's just gone, and I've had a few more hours sleep. So wow, I did that thing again where I put my head down and then you wake up a good few hours later when you think it should be like half an hour later. So it's time to get my arse in gear, and I think we have to get some wood and things like that for the fire tonight. So yeah, usual stuff. And see what's happening for breakfast, because I know Mark's got loads of eggs, because no one's bought his eggs from his chicken, and I was at the farm yesterday, so I've got a load of eggs as well. So I think it's gonna be eggs for breakfast. I forgot how dense it was in here, because it's I was waiting for it to get light. I was still thinking it was like, you know, like fairly early, but it's just fairly dense trees, so there's not much light. This is one thing I've missed. Get out of bed. I ain't straight in this. Let's go.
So I think that's the official wake up call. That was the official wake up call.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? I think that's everybody get up.
It's bad start putting some breakfast on.
Bacon.
And, kettle's already on, so I'm just going to walk up to the toilet.
Sound. Definitely bacon o'clock.
Right, so while I'm going on my morning wander, updates. So, yeah, new bug out vehicles, UK, hoodies, t-shirts, things like that. I'm just testing them at the minute. I've got someone very local to me doing them. They're not as cheap as the internet company I was going to use, but you know what I'm like, I do like to buy local if I can. So yeah, just testing them all out. At the minute, it's going to be grey goes to the lads and Patreons, and then if they want green, they can have green, and everyone else gets green. Just some weird like that. Yeah, it's just a little perk, because I like the grey stuff, it's nice. Then what else was there? Meetups. I've got an event licence in with the council. I'm just waiting for the heads up for it. I've put it in a week or so ago, so it can't be that long before we get the yes or no. And that's for the second weekend in October, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, big meetup. What I'm going to do is I'm not messing about with day tickets, 1 night, 2 night, things like that. It's just a ticket. It's from Friday morning till Sunday afternoon. Okay, I think there's a band on the Friday night, there's music and an entertainer on the Saturday night, there's a bar there if you want to get beers there, if not bring your own. There's food there if you want to get bacon sandwiches in the morning, you want to get pizza on an evening, burgers, what have you. There's hard standing if you're in a 2-wheel drive. The only thing it's not got, and weather depending, if it's bad, I'm going to see if we can get a bit of a marquee. If not, that's the only downside. Loads and loads of land. It's over at Johnny's. You'll see that in the video for the past, well, since day one. I think the first videos were there like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Yeah, he's got all that squared away. There's showers, toilets, things like that. So he's going to be one of them ones. He's going to be like the end of year kind of thing because of this whole COVID bollocks. It's dragged on and dragged on and dragged on, but you can now get event licenses where, as long as you play the game, you can put something on. So just waiting back for that. What else is there? A couple of collaborations with a couple of companies, because as you're aware, this costs a fortune to play the YouTube game. So yeah, it's very welcome when I come on board and sponsor something by chucking the parts in, because it's just one less amount that I'm paying out on top of cameras, editing gear,
things like that. So yeah, that's moving on a little bit. And then I think over winter it's going to be one where I'm just going to have to concentrate on the green laning and things like that. Oh yeah, the Land is going in for a rebuild as well. So new engine, new gearbox, new axles, new bulkhead, new wiring loom, new heaters. Yeah, and just a few jobs tidying up, because I do things, but I'm not a mechanic. I can build things and I can work stuff out, but I'm working with hand tools on my drive, so it's one of them ones where I'm going to get someone that proper knows, and it's going to be mint. That way I've got no problems, just like drop of a hat going to Morocco or chasing the snow this winter up Scotland or something. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, quite a few things going on. Not sure which way I'm going to approach it, but basically I used to get a little bit of money off of the Google ads and stuff, and then the Patreons. Wow, thank you very much, because you lot, now that it used to be that the Google ads gave this much and then the Patreons topped it up. Now that's the Patreon money and the Google ads is down here. I don't know what they're doing with it. I've noticed now if you put a video up over 8 minutes long, they almost automatically bang adverts everywhere. So if you don't unclick it and just choose the beginning and the end one, they just go mad with it. And Darren called me on it. I didn't even notice it, I'd done it. And they did a video the other day and put ads all the way through. I was like, bloody hell, there's money coming in. That's why. So what it seems that they're doing is, back when I started this years ago and monetized it, you got a drink from the little pop-up ads, then that died down. So then you had to have a skippable video, then that died down. Then you had to have one at the beginning and the end. Now that's died down. Now they want it all the way through. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get everyone to pay for YouTube, aren't they? As like a Netflix thing. They keep hammering me with the adverts for it. Like, is it YouTube Premium? And that way you don't get ads. So I watch that much YouTube. I am thinking of getting that, but it kind of thinks they're pushing you in that direction. So, but I suppose as a business, they're wanting that steady stream of income, aren't they? So yeah, I don't know what to do with the ads. So what I'm looking at doing is, I've got no idea how this is going to pan out, because I'm making it up as I go along. I'm trying something, see if it works, see if it doesn't. Is like I said, the Patreons do the bulk of helping me buy the cameras and things like that, because it really does take the sting off. The other option that I've got to do is, like with the meetups, or whether I put a camp on somewhere or something like that and put a price on it where it puts into the pot, so then I don't have to have the adverts everywhere, if that makes sense. Or if a company decides that they want to put a sponsored ad at the beginning of the video, or sponsor a specific video or something, and then that way it's got to the point now where I'm putting so much time into the channel, I can't keep paying as well and putting the time in. It's got to start paying for itself, so it's just costing me time, if that makes sense. So I'm looking at trying to, because the Google ads, it's getting ridiculous. I can't keep putting ads everywhere. It's going to get boring as hell for you lot. So I'm looking at options to try and buff it out, if that makes sense. So if you've got any ideas, comments below, because I'm making it up as I go along, and I'm just trying to find a way of not having bloody adverts all over everything. But yeah, it's an expensive hobby to have, this. And I know there's YouTubers starting out and they're like, well, it's not expensive at all. It's like, well, you're not going through HD cameras and Rode microphones and editing software and multiple laptops and things like that, as well as paying for the music and like promotions on Instagram and things like that. It does all add up after a while. So yeah, I don't know. It's a very strange place at the minute, and I've worked out what the shadow ban is as well. I used to get 60% of my traffic from the recommendations. You know, when it comes up as next video or recommended video, I've looked, and I'm between 1% and 2% at the minute. So if you can share the video yourselves in a Facebook group, anything like that where it's going to be of use, please do it, because YouTube isn't doing it for me. So that's why my views are so far down through this whole COVID thing. Let's get some breakfast.
You got coffee in that, yeah?
I'm just squaring it away now, mate. For those that were still wondering, yes, this is going to be a giveaway. I haven't decided on the name. There was some cracking names in the suggestions. We're between the knife maker himself, he liked the general purpose. I kind of like honey badger. So yeah, this prototype one, this is going to get given away. I'm going to batter it a bit more. He's going to put a fresh edge on it for me, re-blue it, and then that will be a giveaway to everybody, not just Patreons. Then, what was it? Another batch is just sold on Patreon, and then I think he's got another 8 that are about ready. So I'm going to put them on Patreon first. I think there's only 2 or 3 more people that want them, so then they're going to go out. I'll probably put them on Instagram first, because that seems to be the most easy to respond to, message, things like that. Oh, that's just reminded me. People sending me friend requests on Facebook and sending me messages. I don't accept people I don't know well, or that I've gone camping with, or I've had a lot of interaction with. And stop sending me messages on my personal account. I've said this in multiple videos. I don't open it, because once I've opened it, what happens is no end of people have ruined it by DMing me at 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, or just not stopped. So if you want to get in touch with me, go on the Facebook like page. There's a message option on there, which is bugoutvehiclesuk. Or there's the Instagram, which I'm on all the time, which is bugoutvehiclesuk, if you want to get in touch with me. If it's urgent, anything like that, there's always an email below, or business inquiries, anything like that for the channel. Just, yeah, not my personal Facebook. I've said it dozens of times, please don't. Unfortunately, people can't get the where the line in the sand of acceptable is. And I'm gonna have coffee bag. Matt squared me away with these after I couldn't find them. I got the which one was it? Is it Contact Coffee?
Can't remember.
I got that, and they're nice. They are really nice, but they were like,
You got one?
yes, $4.50 something like that for a box of them, which, yeah, fine. But then charge you like a £5 postage, so it's like a tenner for. So it's like a quid of coffee. It just don't work, does it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm gonna play with it.
No.
Oh, you're not one of the cool kids.
I'm not one of the cool kids now. I'm going to beat it up later though.
Tea, coffee, sugar. It's nice, isn't it?
You can actually have it.
Yeah. Oh wow! Whacked it straight against the knot and put a little dink in it.
Oh, you broke it.
I can't have anything nice, can I? Do you want any sugar?
No, I'm right, mate. Got on it.
So you're all the way over there.
Hiding.
Am I even in the screen? It's the only problem with these, isn't it?
The screen's gone off.
Just tap it.
Yeah.
I need the vlogger pack, but.
Well, did you do one for that?
Yeah. But when I bought all that, and I bought the aluminium case and all the mic holders and all everything else, you couldn't get it, so.
Here's a face no one's seen on your channel for a bit.
Have a little look around the toys then before I break. I've got bacon if you guys want any bacon. This is a new paint job, isn't it? Fucking hell. This is like Gordon's trailer.
Say hello.
Oh fuck me, are we back? Oh, I can't swear, can you? Fuck it.
I said shit. Oh, bugger.
Shit, I said oh fuck.
That's me demonetised.
Poo! Poo, we need to say poo. And
That's handy for a while, have you?
this paint job's nice, isn't it?
I'm going to go now because he's chucking compliments.
How'd you like your burger? It's all your little extras, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, so breakfast on the go at the minute. Just having bacon, eggs and just something small to start with. Then we're going to go out on firewood duty. There's I think there's a couple of odds and sods, there's some trees down, that kind of thing, so we're going to chop them up, get them processed, get that done, because last thing you want to do is chill out and then have to go start carrying wood about. Get the graft out the way first thing in the morning, fresh breakfast, loads of energy, yeah, and then get on that. And then by the time we've done that, it's going to be just after dinner, something like that. That's Yorkshire dinner, not Southern dinner. So that's like midday, and then from there on in, yeah, well, whether we do a bit of axe throwing or make something, I don't know, so we'll just take it as it comes. Right, so what we're doing now, he's already got a tree down that he's been cutting up each time he comes down. He cuts a bit more and cuts a bit and cuts a bit more, but it's quite wet. As we've walked along, we've found one that's it's rotten, that's fallen over in the wind, but it's still half up in a tree. So what we're doing now is we're walking out and just trying to work out a path through to get the Land Rover around. And what I'm going to do, because it's still up in the air and quite dangerous, it needs to come down. So we're looking at maybe getting the winch on the go, get the cable round, winch it back a bit, and yeah, get it on the floor and we can chop it up, and we've got a bit of firewood, because the rotten stuff is the better stuff, because it's all dead inside, so a lot of the moisture's gone, so it does burn well without being seasoned, which would be nice. So yeah, just trying to find a way through from just the other side of them buildings there.
Reminds me of going out on my bike.
2-stroke.
Oh yeah, just going to a garage. Usually because I was trying to get away from the police, but it's not worth trying to take a chase on a 125 and you can do about 50 mile an hour and fucking run out of fuel. We do the old woodland measuring. You just pour a bit in.
See what happens.
Yeah. If it smokes,
Right, so this isn't an exact science, but I'm sure you can see what's going on here. So this has obviously been like it some time, because we've got growth here on the mushrooms. As you can see, this is well rotten. I mean, what have we got? If we get in here with a knife, you can see that is wet on the top side, but underneath it's going to be lovely. But what's happened is this has fallen and it's landed on this one, put straight on this one. So what we're going to try and do is winch the lot in that direction and see if we can make it drop out of the tree onto the floor, and then we can process it. Right, so this might actually end up easier. Instead of winching from there down to there, up, it's actually sat on top of another tree that's damaged, so he's just going to do that one and the whole lot should drop a bit. It may get caught up in that one there though. Do you want me to do it? Want me to do it? Do you want me to do it? Come on. And I know I'm not wearing safety gear, and don't try this at home. I don't need lecturing. I've been doing this a lot of years and I still haven't learnt my lesson. I know people are going to be... What? Fingers, both legs.
Toes are still on.
Toes are still on.
You're not trying hard enough.
I know I'm doing it wrong, but it is what it is, isn't it? Bad example, Rich. Fuck it. Right, so that's totally spanned my winching video. I've been desperate to use it. Gonna wait till we go out. I've got a green laning thing. I'm gonna do a bit of a recovery video. I think Ash and Sim and the one I want are gonna go out on that, so I'm probably gonna get myself bogged and winch off them or something. But for those that are asking, what we've got here, this is the new mil-spec winch max. This is what winch max are doing for the military. So what they've done is they've put the extra water seals in this, so you can pretty much submerge it. It's got the armour line rope on it, which is a new design of rope, which apparently is supposed to be the new thing. I've got the £13,500 one, which is borderline for this. So if I'm stuck, I can straight pull. If I'm like buried to my axles, I'm gonna have to double over because it's gonna take that bit more pulling power. They've got these right nice new Gucci looking hooks. Yeah, they've got some nice features on it. It's also, what I don't get is they've done this subdued kind of textured paint, but then there's shiny metallic stickers that I need to cover or get rid of because they do reflect quite a lot. But yeah, all in all, this is the Mac Daddy winches. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're never going to compete with the brand names of like Warn and things like that. However, for the money, pound for pound, I don't think you're going to beat Winchmax. So I've wanted that for quite a long time. So big up to Winchmax for hooking me up and sorting me out with that one, because that is... What's up?
I just got a bit of ollie in the face at full speed.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm well impressed with that. And Sim was done a fucking awesome job of this this winch bumper. It looks evil. So well impressed, because I wanted the ARB one. I couldn't justify spending, what was it, 1100-1200 quid on an ARB one. So he's made one. He just made one. Who does that? That's amazing. So yeah, front end's looking mean. Next bit is the rock sliders that go all the way down, and I'm thinking a little ladder up there to get to the roof, putting a platform up there, and another couple of solar panels. So yeah, room to lay down up there and do what I do, or just get some more power in. So this is the upside. I just need to sort this one out here. This is the forward facing camera. I've tried a couple of different options, but I'm waiting to for all the work to be done before I remount that back in the wing. So I've got my forward facing infrared night vision jobby. But what I've got, obviously, left side, right side, rear and front. And then on top of that, I've got the bigger mirrors as well. Thank you very much, Gareth, for that longer arm. I thought if it was stuck out it'd go give it all that, but just tucked back, it must be just behind the flow of air, so that one's actually more stable than me standard arm. So I want a long one for that one as well, which would be awesome. afternoon snack. So we had a half decent breakfast, no dinner because we're busy cutting wood and stuff, so just gonna bang some fat back in as supplies.
Not that we need it.
Not at all, no, I could probably go for the next 37 years without eating, but
Love it, mate. Yeah.
right, so big thank you for today's little kind of product. So what they've sent me out is they've sent me out this one here, which this one is phenomenal. It's a little EDC thing, so it just sits on the landy keys. It's not got the kind of big throwing power of the O-lights that I normally do. However, this is like, it's a different kettle of fish because this is more just keyring jobby stuff. So that's something where if you go to the smaller O-lights, they only have a normal like AA or AAA battery in them rather than the big power packs that gives them the oomph. So these ones here, they're IP rated. It's a little charging unit just on the side here, so you can charge it up. They don't have mega run time if you've got it on full blast. These are more of a, I'll show you, because you either hold it, and I think that's quite bright for that one, and you can see it then charges the glow in the dark bit up. The other thing you can do is, it's got the side bit, press it again, you've got ridiculously bright, so say we're cooking in here, that can be doing that. The bit that I really like though is the red light, so you're not killing that night vision so bad. If you do that, you will though. And then the main reason I liked this one when they got in touch was I had it once where the Land Rover, the electrics went for some reason, popped a fuse, no electrics, no hazard lights, camouflage Land Rover on a country lane. So you hook that on your roof rack or something, that's not bad for a, like, you know, kind of a recovery light. They do these in different colours, as well as I think the other one that they do is got UV, so you can actually have a UV light going around if you like the CSI jobby. So yeah, it's got 1,000,001 functions, and if you just knock that light, you can see it's glow in the dark. So that's quite a funky thing. So what they're going to do, really good company, because they get the game. So as always, if they're sending me something, make it worth it for the Patreons to do a giveaway. So they gave me 4 of these. I've already given 2 of them away. So what we're going to do this month on Patreon for the giveaways, Liam Brook and Darren Hamilton. So we've got these for you. Get in touch. We'll get them posted out to you, or meet at the next meet or something like that. Pick them up, whatever suits you. So thank you very much for your time watching this, because like I say, it's a difficult one, and when companies play the game and keep the Patreons and people happy, it helps out no end, because the Patreons at the end of the day are the ones that are helping buy the camera gear and all that lot that makes this happen. So thank you. Right, just a little bit of information. We'll read the back of this one. So these ones here don't have the side light bit on. These are the where is it? I can't say the company name. Was it Rovivon? I think so. I can't say it. It just doesn't go in my head. So yeah, where are we? We've got 550 lumens. It's got an 80-meter throw. It's got 2.5 hours of max run time. I think that's on the main one. So like this one will do a lot longer if you have it on like the side light on flash or something. Yeah, it's impact resistant and it's IP rated, and you charge it through the USB on the side. If you want a little stocking filler for someone, or if you want something a little bit more, I don't know, more camp useful. I used this one last night, didn't I, for everything. So it's one of them ones. It clips onto your thing. If you want to have it on, just on there. You can clip it onto the inside of your hat or anything. This comes off, turns round, so you can clip it anywhere you want. It's kit. I like shiny kit. It's one of them things. What I'm going to do is I'll have a play about with it a little bit more, and we'll put some more details in. If you're interested in that kind of thing, as always, description below. I'll put a little link onto their Amazon shop. It's one I want to give them a bit more time, because it's not a big company, it's a small company, and the fella's been super polite and everything, so I want to give them a bit more time. So appreciate you watching that. Right, so we've got the wood, we're smashing it on with basically trying to build up a load of embers, and we're also drying other wood over there. We've got the wood stack over there. We've started doing a bit of meal prep now, so yeah, we're just chilling a bit, aren't we?
Chilling day.
Yeah, it's at that point where we've got everything done early, didn't we?
That tree was the main thing. That was the biggest job we need to get done. Some more firewood, but everything else. It's all jobs are done. Apart from this pot won't wash itself.
Right, so just a little one. Just gonna have a quick get this out. Gonna get a few pictures for them, and yeah, just have another look at this. It's got 2 chances as well, because I didn't charge it up after I used it last time, so it's got 2 chances how the batteries last. So this is designed primarily like if you were in a vehicle, you broke down on the motorway, something like that, you get this out, put your family in it so they're not in the wind, the rain, all the horrible elements, that kind of thing. They've also done a new version of this as well, where it's a little bit bigger with a detachable floor. So say someone's took a bit of an injury, something like that, they go down, you can inflate this and put it over the top of them while you get, you know, a helo or something like that over and get them out of there. So yeah, it's just keeping you out of the elements, that's the idea of it. It's also got a nicer bag on the new one as well. So pump, you've got the tent itself. Then if that pump did fail, you've got this pump. Then you've got no end of accessories, pegs, lines, things like that. Nice, bright, so when you like this, you're not going to lose it. So let's move that off to one side. The one thing that I learned from messing about with this before is make sure these valves are shut on both ends, because I tried pumping it up while the other one was open and I couldn't understand why on earth it wouldn't go up. So where's the other valve? Yeah, so like this one. So if I'd have started filling at that end, that would have been the issue. And this has got the one-way valves, but that's open, so it's dumped out. So put the one-way valve back into it, and then we'll take the top bit out where this one goes. Woo. Don't need a bit of persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really say that's not effortless, because that is easy. It's also got a automatic shut off when it gets to a set pressure as well.
you wanted to, if you were going to stop in this overnight for any period of time, what I do, because that gets up to a set pressure with the electric one, you can bob that in, get a few more PSI in there yourself, just to give it that little bit more strength. This is a foot pump that you can see there's zero effort. See that? I'd quite happily sleep in that now. I think I need a camo one. And have like a Gucci flower survival shelter. That is it. Yeah, so there we go. It's loads and loads of pressure in it. I did test it on another camp and it didn't go down overnight, which I was quite surprised. I expected it to be a little bit softer, but it wasn't. The new one, and quite a few people clocked this on the last one about getting this over a casualty or getting a casualty in. The new one does have a zippable floor, so you can remove that. It's also a little bit longer to take a standard stretcher as well. So yeah, they took that on board. They also already had it in the pipeline, so yeah, I just like playing with it as a kit. It's like a fat man's playhouse, isn't it? If anyone's wondering about this, is it Wrigley or Ridgely? I never know which one it is, but the link again will be in the description below. And again, it's another one of them companies that it's one guy doing it, and I like to give them a little bit of a leg up because no one's ever helped me, so anything I can do to give them a jump up, bonus. Right, so we've just got the massive garlic naan breads that are on the go there, and then over here we've got tacos, we've got mince, we've got some sort of weird Mexican concoction that we've made out of chicken and stuff. So yeah, with rice and all that lot in, so we'll see what we can make.
Finger chicken good.
Right, again, it's 8 o'clock, so we've had some good food, got some music coming on, and just chilling by the fire. So I'm going to say goodnight now, gonna have a few more of these, we're going to hit the sack and come back in the morning. Good morning. Right, so got up early. You've seen a little bit of footage and stuff, birds were out, all that lot. We've just put a bit of roof on that wood store there, and then yeah, just having an egg banjo now. Mart's just waiting to get recovered because he thinks he's dropped a cylinder or something like that. Who knows? So yeah, just oop, don't get it too hot. Got my little egg banjo pan. It's perfect size, so it's you don't end up with that big sprawled egg all over your bread.
Right, so if you've enjoyed that video, give us a like and a comment, let us know what you think, and there'll be another one soon. As always, check the description down for links and things, and you've got subscribe and a few other bits and pieces on the screen now. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you on the next one.